Okay. Alright, where am I? We were over at Mysidia. We needed to find the... We need to go find the helmet? What's up, Sigma? Do I just go until he flees? I'm gonna be honest, although I don't consider this to be good faith right here in playing the game, I don't see any way of leveling up all the magic that you have in this game without doing something like this, unless you were to just sit there and to sit there and grind it for a really, really long time. Really, really, really long time. This might be what that guy in the chat was talking about. I'm not sure the other day, because he said something about like hitting yourself or something like that, and just doing it over and over and over, and you'd be at, I think he said you'd be at like 9,999 or whatever in no time. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to get my HP up. I'm just trying to get the magic up. But you could imagine if you couldn't have this like quick attack thing going that I have right now. If you had to like walk around and try to get all your magic up, it would take forever and you would be so OP by the time you got done. I like the magic dynamic in this game, but it's also like you know, it's easy to have like your fire and your ice and all that stuff at a good level, but like a lot of the other stuff you're not using every single fight, and to have that at a high level would be almost impossible. Basically every fight that you got into, you would have to do some barrier spells, Asuna, all that stuff on yourself like a couple times throughout the fight. Would be the only way to do it without doing it on purpose. I'm not down with other people's problems. Good song though. Especially for someone my age. That song is around my age. He did put YouTube in his name, and one day he might be big enough to take it out of his name. Maybe. We'll see. But you can't stop now. You already did it. There's one thing I know about YouTube, it's that you don't want to be switching. I mean, unless, like, there's certain things you could do that is a good switch up. Like if you were to start doing crazy thumbnails and taking your time on edits, that stuff's worth it. But you do little things like change your name, you're asking for it. But I imagine you change your name quite often because you're like to go troll. 4K ultra wide 21. Teddy. Right on, right on. How's your day going, Teddy? Yeah, I finished Skyrim. Like, finished, no, but like, cause you know, like, what is finishing Skyrim, right? But like, I was done with all the big stuff. I did the main quest, I did the vampire, I did the brotherhood, I did the companions, I did the orphanage, I did... Oh man, so many things, you know? I don't think I finished the... Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. The Molag Bal thing, I don't know if I finished that. Or I might have switched it up and not... I don't know, I might have chose a different path throughout it. Because I feel like I didn't finish that, but I don't know, maybe I did. But yeah, did so many things in Skyrim. But there's, I mean, could I play Skyrim right now and find things to do for an entire stream? Yes, I could. But I'm pretty much finished, right? This is Final Fantasy 2. We're on a Final Fantasy marathon. I already played 1, now I'm on 2, and we're going to go to at least 10-2. So we're going to be playing at least 10 Final Fantasies, and we've already beat 1. And then we might even try to play Final Fantasy Tactics, which is like a completely different kind of Final Fantasy. Thank you. You too. I hope you have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. So I had 3 baby chicks hatch in the incubator, and I got them out today at about 2 o'clock. So they had been, some of them had been in there for about 12 hours, and one of them had been in there for about 24 hours. And I don't know if I'm going to get any more to hatch out of the incubator because I don't see any more eggs pipping. So I don't know if all the other eggs were not fertile or if they didn't make it somewhere along the line. I don't know. But not a very high percentage if that's where I end up. It is like my first big try at a, well, big is relative because I have an 18 egg incubator and 6 of the eggs I know weren't fertile, so I took them out. So that put me at least 12. So 3 out of 12, you know, that's 3 out of 12 is what, like 30%? So yeah, not a very good hatch rate. Maybe I'm going to my brother's in about 2 weeks. Maybe when I get back from my brother's, I will try again. We'll see. A part of me wants to only have one kind of chicken. And I haven't made that decision yet, and I really need to think about that before I continue to move forward doing anything. I really need to decide, do I want to continue on the path that I'm on, or do I want to go down to only one kind of chicken? Okay, let's go see if we can find one of these helmets, I believe. No, masks. It's a mask I'm trying to find. That's super cool. It'll just start doing the last attack cycle that you did. That's sweet. Doing damage, man. I'm doing damage big time. Michael, if I hope I'm saying it right, Michael told me that holy would be good, and now I'm just like spamming the crap out of it to get it to a high level, and it's doing some damage. And obviously, if I keep using it, it's gonna get pretty sick. It's gonna be I could probably run through this whole cave with it. Looks like. Holy 5, holy 4. Oh, my knees. Oh, man. Oh. Hello, everyone. Oh wow, it actually stunned him. That one hit. That was cool. Oh, I'll be right back. I'm gonna fill this coffee up. 20. It gives you 20. Holy cow, bro. What? That's a nightmare. 20. Wow. $20 is crazy. So what, I gotta buy 50,000 gil. Is it gil on this game? I gotta buy $50,000 ethers, or elixirs, I mean. That's crazy. Doesn't even give you 50 magic points. That's absolutely insane. And they're like 1,000 a pop to give you 20 magic points. The good news is my magic is pretty strong now. I mean, using it like that, just like constantly trying to get your magic up is good, but maybe not in a cave. Again, when I come back in here, I can't do it this way again. I'm gonna have to fight anyone I can fight and just save it for those jelly guys. What's up, Best Life? I hope you had a good day. I got those 3 little chickies down in the tote today, and I don't know if I'm gonna get any more. I don't see any more eggs that are pipped, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to your brother's house in about 2 weeks. 22nd, 23rd, 24th, something like that. And maybe when I get back, I'll try again. Yeah, we're gonna just go to the little carnival that they have there. It'll be cool. Didn't get to do it last year because the car was broke. He's got like 500 chickens. That's crazy. I was gonna possibly call him and ask him if he wants all of mine except for my Buff Orpingtons. Because I was like, what? How can I get rid of these things? And I was like, I could sell them to people, and I was like, oh, I could give them all to my brother. Just put them in a dog crate and take them all over there. That would be a miserable drive, but we could do it. And then I could have only Buff Orpingtons like I kind of would like. That's a lot. Forty's a lot, man. Hopefully he sells his eggs though. That's like 20 eggs a day. I just cut it in half. I know it can be more than that. I know it could be 35. But I just cut it in half to be safe. I feel like if you cut it in half, you're at a pretty safe estimate that that's probably how much they're getting at least. Alright, we gotta get this cave finished before I go to bed for work tomorrow. So I need to quit playing around with the magic stuff. In fact, I'm kind of thinking just don't even waste my time on these guys. I know I can kill those guys, obviously, but I gotta waste magic to kill them. And I don't know how deep the cave is. I know it seems like it's probably pretty deep because those guys are like, oh, you'll never find the thing. Wonder how long it'll take to just kill these guys. If I get a good hit, there we go. It should hit them. No one's gonna get a good hit on them, for real? There we go. $900, bro just hit 900. That was crazy. My hair's super crazy. Got something in my eye, man. My puppy keeps going and laying under the bed, like in the toys. he's like, these are all my toys. Like, keeps falling asleep. He like pulls the toys out and then like lays in all the toys and then falls asleep. So freaking cute, dude. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I keep calling her a he because we've only ever had male animals, but she's a she. She's a she. She's a she. She's a she. Did I have my mic down when I was saying that? Anyways, I think I had my mic down, but just in case, my puppy keeps going over to the toys and laying down in the toys. I think I had my mic down, but I don't know. Yeah, dog's a girl. And she likes to go over and like pull all the toys out of the little toy bin and then lay down in them and fall asleep. So she's like under because our toy bin for the dog toys is like under the bed. So she pulls them all out and then she like lays in them, and so she's like under the bed surrounded by toys. It's pretty funny. She's like literally got her arm around a toy right now. It's like in between her two paws. She's funny. She's a trip. Her tail is so the her tail's okay. She did get it caught, and she was running. She was running behind the chicken coop the other day, and the chicken coop. Well, you know how close it is to the fence. You helped me move it there, so it's like got like a body distance between the fence and the chicken coop. And she got her tail caught in the fence because it like wrapped around the metal fence, and she was whimpering, but she's fine. She was fine then, and she's fine now. I don't know if I already told you this, but the vet said that she thinks the tail is just a birth defect, like that's just how she was born. And it's actually, I don't know if I told you this either, but it's actually, at first we thought it was like a ball, like she got bit or something like that, and like it was infected. Well, it's not a ball, it's like a twist in the tail, and the vet said that she thinks she was born with it. She said that she did not think that it came from like getting it caught in something or anything like that, basically, and she thinks it's a birth defect. So we're just gonna let it go, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's like a really tight little twisty in the tail that doesn't come out. It's just like stuck that way. It's pretty interesting in itself. Cool little puppy. Cool little puppy. Just stop peeing in the damn house. She did alright today, but not good. Yesterday, I think she only went pee in the house one time. She did today. Today she walked. Now, given I was following her, so she knew she wasn't going to be able to pee in the house because I'm like literally, like that's what I do. If she gets up, I just start following her around until she tries to go pee, and then I take her outside. And so if I'm following her around, she knows that she's not going to get to go pee. She knows that she's going outside. So today I'm following her around, and she walks up to the front door and turns around and looks at me and sits down. And she's just like, okay, you're following me around, you're not going to let me go inside, let's go. So that's progress. Did I? Was that me? Did I do that? I don't know. I can't really pee in my yard. It's a little hard. Your house was pretty easy. But was that me who did that? I bet it was. I'm sure it was. And it worked. The dog was like, okay. Where am I? I'm just gonna let it go. Let it go. We'll kill him. We'll kill him eventually. Did it not work? Is that what the is? I actually do remember I think your dog was a little trouble, if I remember right. Your kitchen floor was more messed up by the drinking of the water, wasn't it? Because she would always splash the water all around. Are you wondering like how do I forget stuff like this? Because I'm old and it's pretty easy to forget stuff now. The other day Ash was like, so it's literally like 2 weeks or a week that Milo had a second appointment to go to the doctor. And she messages me and she's like, hey, don't forget that you're taking him to the doctor today. And I was like, huh? What are you talking about? And she's like, you don't remember? And then like 20 minutes later, I'm like, oh yeah, duh. Like the follow-up to the last appointment. That was the other dogs, okay. But Nala did drink crazy like water and like spill the water all over the kitchen. I do remember that. She would like spill it all over the kitchen. Like not like spill it. Well, I mean sometimes she might have spilled it, but I mean like the way she was drinking. Which this dog kinda does too. This dog water all over next to the bowl. I'm like, dude, get it in your mouth. Come on, drink the water. Just stop. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to be using that attack on this fight. Okay, let me look at my map here. No. Oh, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I'll go ahead and do that. Thousand gillies. I gotta stop doing this. I don't want to use it on this guy. No, stop it. There we go. Back to the regular attack. Oh, it's 10 minutes till bedtime. But we do have to find the thing and get out of this cave. So if I'm not done in 10 minutes, then we keep going. But I got work in the morning. And I did not get a nap today because I was getting the baby chicks downstairs and that took a long time. I had to like get the temperature right and the tote and get the food, get the water, and then getting the temperature right, I gotta like sit there and put a thermometer under it until it comes up right. These guys are gonna be so easy. These guys are already dead. A boss that doesn't really even do magic, that's kind of crazy. Let's go. got it. Is this gonna be like a teleport me out thing? I don't really want it to teleport me out. I didn't go to the last door yet. We gotta go to the last door real quick. But we found the black mask. So, Best Life, are you there? Got one more thing to tell you. Well, I probably got a million things to tell you, but I got one more right now. I just want to make sure there's no other chest over in this area. No, okay. Okay, there we go. What's the death idol? I wonder. Hello, Holcomb. Hello. I'm actually just about to get off, but hello. Nice to see you, and I hope that you had a good day. I do want to find out what's this death idol. A talisman that strikes fear in the target's heart, making them more likely to flee. Has the same effect as fear. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and work my way out of this cave, even though... Discovered that Costco's rosemary chicken is perfect for bodybuilding. Awesome, right on. I'm gonna go ahead and work my way out of this cave, even though I can just go to that little teleporter, just because, just for the experience, and we got 5 more minutes to work my way out. Awesome. I do that too. I put a star and rewrite the word. I do that same thing. And no worries, I'm just happy I was here and was able to say hi. Awesome, right on. Yeah, I always want to play longer. Well, when I'm not too tired. I'm pretty tired, but I'm not too tired tonight. I always want to play longer, but up, down. Okay, so that doesn't actually help you as far as which one you came in on. Pretty sure. Yeah, when I'm not tired, I always want to play longer, but you know, when you got stuff to do, you got stuff to do. I really wish some of these other eggs would hatch. I don't think I'm gonna get any more though. Not unless there's some that are trying right now. I think by tomorrow, or well, not tomorrow, but the next day after tomorrow, we're done. I actually am not gonna keep trying to do this because now I'm lost. I'm being dumb and I lost my way. I did know it. I had this cave kinda, and now I lost it. Kinda knew where I was at. Now I kinda don't. These rhinos are pretty magic resistant, it seems like. Okay, so magic. No, don't forget music. Okay, so we got the black mask. Actually, I'm not going to do this right now. I'm going to save right here. I'll go ahead and use another cottage. Also, walnuts, honey, and spicy hummus is so good, y'all. You know what else is really grub is it's expensive though. It's this I want to say it's called like let me go look real quick. Let me go look. If you like doing like crackers with like meat and cheese and stuff, like is it charcuterie or whatever? If you like that type of stuff, it's Mike's Hot Honey. So it's honey, but it's like it's a hot honey, and it's really good. It's really good. In fact, now I'm craving it. Put hummus as my sauce with everything instead of stuff like mayo and ranch and stuff. Oh, I wish I could do that. That would be awesome. I'm not a big hummus person. My wife and my son like it, but not me. But I have pretty much cut, I think you already know this. I think you were here the other day when I said it. But I have pretty much cut ranch out. I don't use ranch very often anymore. But I do, anytime I eat a sandwich, I do put mayo, and I like mayo with spicy brown mustard. Save. Well, guys, that's the end. It is 11:01. I have work in about 5-6 hours. I gotta wake up. And yeah, I hope y'all have a great night and a great day. And hot honey, huh? You eat it with chicken and seems we'll give it a try. No, I'm not saying with chicken. I'm saying we eat it on like if you have like crackers with like you know how you'll have like you'll buy like those different hams or pastrami's or whatever, like, and it's not like deli meat. Well, it's not sandwich meat, but it's like you'll have it like with crackers and cheese and stuff. I want to say I don't know if charcuterie is the right word or if charcuterie is just charcuterie cold cuts. Yeah, okay, so yeah, charcuterie is cold cuts. So yeah, I'm talking like a cold cut tray. Having that, if you like those, having that hot honey on that type of stuff is grub. Cutting ranch and mayo was hard too. Respect, bro. I'm trying to cut root beer over here. It is tough. Yeah, and I think I've cut soda, but so when I say I cut soda, what I mean is like I'll drink a soda like whenever we like go to like McDonald's or anywhere fast food like that. I'll get one because I'll just get a meal. But I used to buy Pepsis like by the 12 pack and drink like 3 a day, and now I don't do that anymore. I don't even buy soda outside of, well, every once in a while I'll buy myself like a soda at the gas station, but I never buy a 12 pack anymore. But most of the time only have soda with fast food now, and I very rarely drink soda outside of that now. Cutting ranch and mayo was hard, but doable. Alright, bro, thanks for the stream. You have a good night. Always fun talking to you, and I'll keep it in mind about the spicy honey. Always excited to try new things. yeah, right on. Alright, you have a good one, and I hope you have a good night and a good day. And that goes for everyone out there. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Tomorrow, I'm gonna 7 to 8, 8 to 9 p.m. Mountain Time. I should probably switch it back to 7 to 8 because it seems like no matter what time I set it, I'm always late. So setting it earlier might be better, just so I get on a little bit earlier. But yeah, it'll probably be between 8 to 9 p.m. Mountain Time tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Bye. Hope y'all have a good one.